Hello again everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Khon Kaen and Isan. Today has been a messy day. I don't know if you can see, it's only about 4 o'clock and it's horribly dull. It's been raining most of the day today, so it's not been great. Never mind. So I decided to come to a place I've been to quite a few times, and it's got a nice little lake and a few other things, but the thing I like coming down to see this way is because it's got an abandoned building, or several abandoned buildings, which not many people come to see, and they're all part of the 1997 crash in Thailand, when things went a little bit awry in Thailand. A bit before my time, but yeah, I just like coming back here anyway. Anyway, I will show you that shortly, but first thing I've got to show you is this wonderful car. I'm in awe. It is so typical of how great Thai people can be. I don't know if it's abandoned or what, but it's pretty good. Anyway, let me just show you this. How cool is this? Look at that paintwork. That is absolutely fantastic. Who wouldn't want to drive around in this, eh? Well, that is ultra cool. What a spray job. Look at it. That is so cool. Even on the top, if I can see it. A bit more there to show you. Look at that. As high as I can go. Hopefully you can see that, guys. Super cool. Not bad at all, eh? Anyway, I'm going to go and take you to see this place now. And it's so I just like to come sometimes when I have nothing better to do. My wife's actually gone to see her friend. The cats are sleeping. It's been raining all day. I was actually going to go and show you the temple today, actually. Wat Nong Weng. I don't know if you saw my first video. In that video, I was walking around a lake and I showed you from a distance the temple. I was going to go there today, but with the weather being as it is, and I realise it's actually a national holiday tomorrow, it will have thousands of people there, so it's probably about going at a time it's a little bit quieter, I think. But anyway, so I thought I'd bring you here. Even though it's run down and a little bit scary, I actually really like the place, you know. There's just something eerie, something silent, something quite good. I don't know what that bird is. Something good about it, I don't know. Anyway, less of me rambling and more of you looking. Tell me what you think of this. and I don't know why. I just like coming here. There's something about it. It's peaceful. Nobody comes here, but it's kind of eerie, a bit spooky somehow. I don't know why. But this is exactly what I can see. That'd be a brilliant view. Imagine that full of glass. What a great place this would be. But unfortunately, it has been abandoned. I think too far gone to rescue. This was great. It's a little bit dangerous underfoot, so I'll just tread somewhat carefully, as you can see. Glass everywhere. If you look out there, you can hear the sound of breaking glass. That's me walking out, but not much choice there, really, as you can see, all the way along here. Look at this. Glass everywhere. I believe the first time I came here, there was actually still a few panes in the frames, I suppose, but they've also been smashed out now. A few little planters and whatnot. So, anyway, I'm going to keep showing you this and walking around now, because the reason why I came here, because I want to talk about the weather. You know, being English and whatnot, we tend to talk about the weather, so why not talk about the Thai weather? And the weather in Thailand, as most of you know, is like hot or hotter, and like I almost said, especially for Khon Kaen. Khon Kaen is a very, 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 very hot place on the whole. But one of the big differences is with Khon Kaen is for 8-9 months of the year, it's very, very, very hot, but it's not particularly humid. It's quite dry, which, you know, a lot of people can deal with that. But there's also 3-4 months of the year where it's the rainy season, and though it's never as hot, like today we're right slap bang in the middle of the rainy season, and it's not particularly hot, but it's far more uncomfortable. It's one of those places where, you know, you can't escape from it, other than going to sit in your room all day and just have the aircon on. If you put the aircon on low setting, it can actually draw out a lot of the moisture. Okay, so can foreigners handle the Thai weather? It's not an easy one to answer this, to be honest. Now, when I went back to England, most of my friends and family, whoever, were asking me, is it too hot, Thailand? Can you live in Thailand? Is it okay? Blah, 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 blah. Is Thailand hot? If you come from England, or parts of Europe, or wherever, it's incredibly hot. Really, really, really unbearably hot at certain times of year. But if you live up in the northeast like I do, in Khon Kaen, or Issarn, for the best part of the year, yes, it is stifling hot, but if you stay out of the sunlight, it's actually not too humid. You know, so it's not that bad, especially if you just put on the aircon for a few hours a day, whatever, especially at night. I still, even to this day, after 20 years, still have the aircon on at night, because I want to remain very, very cool. Okay, so basically the weather in Thailand, they have 3 distinct seasons, in the northeast, that is. In the south, I think they have 4. And it's commonly known in the northeast of Thailand that it's either hot or hotter, and there's only 2 seasons. But there are actually 3 proper seasons, that being you have the hot season, the cold season or the cool season, and you also have the rainy season. They are the 3 seasons, and they do cross over a lot. Sometimes you get 5-6 months of real intense heat, other times it rains a lot more, but on the whole there are 3 seasons, and I would say the cooler months generally go from about November, December until about February. That's about as long as you will get, so a maximum of about 4 months, generally more like about 3 months of cool weather, sometimes more into 4. After that comes the super duper hot season, and kind of the rainy season at the same time up here. The rainy season generally starts around June, July, and runs up until about the end of September, give or take, maybe slightly into October. I'm walking past some beautiful sights here. Just go this way. So yeah, the rainy season lasts 3-4 months of the year usually, and it's torrential. You get a lot of flooding. Where I live, the housing estate where I live, every 2 or 3 years the entrance completely floods. My house doesn't, no problem at all, nor does the garden, but I've seen a few houses flood there. If you're ever thinking of coming to Thailand to live, I think you should come during the rainy season, because one, it could determine whether or not you can handle it here, and two, you know, you could see some of the areas where you're thinking of living and just check out the area to see if it's full of water. You could end up getting flooded every year. There's a place just maybe 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers from where I live, a brand new housing estate, not going to mention which one, because I don't want to get done for defamation. They built a really brand new estate, all brand new houses, 2, 3, 4 million baht each. The very first year, the living room area all underwater. So things like that you do have to be careful of, especially if you're going to live near a pond, live near a stream. These things fill up very quickly, so it's always advisable to kind of just take care, take it slowly. That's the best way of saying it. Just take things slowly. You know, if you're going to live in a big city, slightly higher up, then fine, okay, you're not really going to have a problem. But even just outside the cities, you know, if you've got a house in a slight depression or anything like that, then you could have problems. I'm not saying you will, but you could. Just be careful, you know. So that's just a bit of advice if you're thinking of coming to live and buy your own house in Thailand. I would advise you to come during the rainy season, very much so. Okay. So just to sum up, if you're looking to come to Thailand just for a holiday, just come during the cool season. Yep, which runs from, I would say, about, as I said before, from about November, December up to about February, possibly into March. But I would safely say if you come in December or January, they are probably the best months to do it. Secondly, if you're coming for a 6-month stay, I would recommend coming in the cool season and possibly the start of the hot season, which again, if you're looking from December until about May or June, that would be the best time to come if you're just going to come and stay for 6 months or so, because I don't know, it's just a little bit, it's just, even though it's hot most of the time in the daytime, in the evenings it's still quite cool in the cool season, and it's actually not too bad in the shade even in the hot season. So if you're going to walk around in the sun all day, maybe not. But if you're just in the evening, then I think you'll be okay. If you come and live here, if you're going to come and live here full time, you want to retire here, you want to come and teach here, you want to do anything. If you're looking for a house, I suggest you come. Well, the cool seasons are probably the time not to come, but I think you could definitely come and see it during the rainy season. And as I said, just check to see that an area that you're looking at in particular doesn't flood. Ask the neighbours, get your wife or whoever to ask neighbours, or try and find out yourself, because it's massively important. You might go somewhere that looks bone dry. 1 week it's 3-4 feet underwater. It literally can do that. The rain here is torrential at times, and I've not videoed any just yet, but when it does, I will film it and I will show you just how bad it gets and just how quickly rivers, streams, ponds, lakes, everything fill up very quickly in the rainy season. So that would be a time to consider coming out and looking at houses or land at that time. Also in the hot season, if you're going to buy a ready-made house, think about you know, the positioning of the house, because you've got the sun on you all day long. It can get unbearably hot in the hot season. So, you know, it's all difficult, but just play safe. And I think the best advice I can give on whether or not you want to come and live out here is just take your time. Don't rush into anything. So if you have any questions regarding whether the weather is the right weather for you, something like that, don't forget to make a comment in the comment section below, and I will try and answer it as honestly as I can. So I'm just going to go and have a look at this, see what they are doing. What a fantastic thing. Only in Thailand, eh? Hello! Kind of Lego boat, that is fantastic. Some young lads having fun. Oh dear, I don't know what they're doing. Looks like they were going fishing. It's turning round. That is really cool. That's really good. Hey, to be young and having fun on a Lego boat. That's really cool. Okay guys, so hope you enjoyed that video. And if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and most importantly, leave some questions in the comments below, and I can hopefully answer some of those for you. Okay, so see you in the next one. Take care, see you soon, bye bye.
หลวงพี่ตกปลาไม่บาปเลยหลวงพี่ เต่า